God's chosen one. Countless eyes have passed over you and dismissed you as ordinary. They saw someone quiet, someone who didn't fight for the spotlight, someone who seemed almost fragile. But what they failed to notice is the hidden current of fire moving through your soul. They judge the surface and completely miss the depth. What looks like silence to them is actually strategy. What looks like calm to them is actually power restrained, waiting for the moment to strike. You were never created to blend in. You were never destined to disappear in the crowd. You carry a rare presence that unsettles those who don't understand it because they cannot control what they cannot read. And while others rely on noise to prove their worth, your strength thrives in stillness, in clarity, in the moments no one else sees. This is why you are not just anyone, you are chosen. And in this message, you will understand why your silence has always been your shield, your weapon, and your secret doorway to a destiny greater than anyone around you could imagine. Stay here, because what I'm about to reveal will change the way you see yourself forever. If this word touches your spirit, don't let it pass without action. Give this video a like to declare that you receive it. Subscribe so you never miss another prophetic confirmation, and comment 99 below. The number 99 is a spiritual seal that represents completion and divine alignment. And by writing it, you are marking your agreement with heaven that your hidden strength is ready to rise. Chosen one, the world has a dangerous habit. It misjudges what it cannot understand. Silence is so often labeled as weakness. Simplicity is mocked as ignorance, and stillness is mistaken for passivity. People are quick to conclude that because you are not loud, you are not powerful. Because you don't constantly defend yourself, you must not have the ability to fight. They see the outside, and they build entire stories in their minds. But those stories are nothing but illusions. What they don't realize is that silence is not the absence of strength. It is the container of strength. It is the choice to conserve energy for the battles that actually matter. Think about it. How many times have you watched others explode in anger at the smallest provocation? How many people around you waste words, waste emotions, waste entire days trying to prove something to people who were never even paying attention? They live in noise, they live in reaction, but you live in observation. You stand still when the storm tries to pull you in. And while they are carried away by the current of impulse, you are quietly learning, quietly reading, quietly preparing. This is why those who underestimate you are always caught off guard when life reveals who you really are. There is mystery in the way you carry yourself. You don't need to tell the world every thought in your mind, because your thoughts are too valuable to be thrown into the wind. You don't need to fight every battle, because your battles are chosen with wisdom, not desperation. And this confuses people. It frustrates them. They want to provoke you, to drag you into chaos, to prove that you are as unstable as they are. But you resist, not because you are weak, but because you are in control. This level of control is terrifying to those who lack it. Because deep down they know the one who can master himself is the one who cannot be mastered by anyone. Chosen one, you are not being overlooked. The world may think it has dismissed you, ignored you, pushed you into the background. But the truth is far greater. Destiny is protecting you. There are doors that will not open too soon, because if they did, your light would be thrown before those who would only trample it. You are not forgotten. You are being hidden like a seed under the soil, covered and unseen. but gathering strength in silence. And when the right moment comes, what once looked small will erupt with unstoppable force. Understand this: every time they misjudge you, they give you an advantage. They let their guard down. They underestimate your capacity. They think you cannot rise, and that belief blinds them to the fact that you already are rising. Their mockery becomes your camouflage. Their doubt becomes your shield. And in the very moment they expect nothing from you, that is when your breakthrough will shock them the most. So do not despise your silence. Do not curse the seasons when it feels like no one notices you. Do not mourn the times you are underestimated. These are not losses. These are strategies written into your destiny. Every overlooked moment is an investment. Every underestimation is a disguise. Every dismissal is preparation for a revelation so great that they will not be able to deny it. And here is the mystery, the secret that almost no one sees. What they call weakness is actually the signal of your hidden assignment. The quieter you are, the more dangerous your rise will be. The more they ignore you, the less they are prepared for your arrival. The more they misjudge you, the more dramatic their shock will be when destiny unveils the truth. Chosen one, you were never meant to prove yourself in their shallow games. You were meant to be revealed in divine timing, when the stage is set, when the moment cannot be stolen, when the impact cannot be ignored. And that moment is closer than you think. The same mouths that laughed will whisper your name with trembling. The same eyes that rolled in disbelief will widen in awe. And the same hands that pushed you aside will have no choice but to recognize what they never saw before. Because the misjudgment of the quiet soul is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of their lesson. And destiny is preparing the perfect moment to show them that you were never fragile, never common, never ordinary. You were hidden on purpose. You were underestimated by design. And soon, when the veil lifts, they will realize too late that they stood in the presence of greatness disguised in silence. Tell me, chosen one, can you feel it? That quiet pressure building, that hidden strength gathering. Do you feel the moment drawing near when everything they thought about you collapses in an instant? Hold on, because what they called weakness is about to roar louder than anything they've ever known. And when it happens, they will never misjudge you again. Chosen one, within your calm does not dwell emptiness, but a secret power that very few in this world have learned to hold. That strength was not born in comfort, nor in easy days, nor in moments when everything seemed to align in your favor. No, that strength was forged in the hidden. In the silence of your longest nights, in the tears no one saw, in the losses that made you feel like nothing remained. Every scar you bear is not proof of defeat, but evidence of the divine forge where your soul was tempered like steel. Have you stopped to think about why you're still standing? Others with less trials than yours would have already given up. Others with less pain than yours would have already broken their faith. But you're still here, even with open wounds, even with memories that weigh like chains. That's no coincidence. It's a sign that within you lies a hidden strength that not even you have fully measured. It's a silent, rare resilience, impossible to imitate, because it's not learned in books or transmitted in speeches. It's only born in those who endure storms without losing their essence. Your patience, which many have misinterpreted as passivity, is actually your most dangerous weapon. Because while the world runs desperately after the immediate, you have learned to resist. And resisting doesn't mean staying still. It means holding on when everything around you collapses. It means continuing to walk when your feet bleed. It means keeping your eyes upward, even when everything seems to be pushing you down. That is proof that within you lives no ordinary person, but a chosen one. Every tear you shed became fuel. Every betrayal you endured in silence strengthened your discernment. Every fall that forced you to rise only trained your spirit for something greater. You don't know the magnitude of what you're carrying because you're still in the midst of the process. But when the time comes for all of that to be activated, it will be like releasing a river that has been pent up for years. Nothing can stop its flow. Listen carefully. Your calm hides dormant energy, like a volcano that appears dormant but is actually gathering fire beneath the surface. Others, those who have never endured a true battle, don't understand how you keep smiling after so many losses. They don't understand how you keep dreaming after so many closed doors. But that incomprehension is proof of your greatness. Because what keeps you standing is not human. It is not logical. It is not explainable. It is spiritual. Chosen one, never forget that the most dangerous strength is the one that doesn't need to be displayed. Muscles impress on the outside, but the strength of the soul transcends centuries. Money buys status, but inner resilience can't be bought or sold. It's only gained by walking through valleys most would never dare to cross. And you've walked through those valleys. You've crossed those deserts. You faced those nights of darkness when it seemed like dawn would never come. Now, understand this. Everything they tried to use to destroy you has become the material that sustains your spirit. What seemed like ruin has become a foundation. What seemed like an end has become a beginning. That's the paradox of the chosen. What breaks others strengthens you. What robs others of hope becomes a new vision in you. What paralyzes others awakens invisible strategies in you. So even if the world continues to underestimate you, even if some believe your calm is empty, they will soon discover that it is quite the opposite. Your serenity is the envelope of a power waiting for the command to manifest. And when that command arrives, those who doubt you today will wonder how they could have missed what was always there. Chosen one, within you lies a force that has yet to reveal its full splendor. That force is patient, strategic, unstoppable, and when it is unleashed, there will be no wall that can contain it, no shadow that can extinguish it. Do you feel it? That silent pressure, that fire that vibrates deep within your chest is about to transform into movement. And when it happens, nothing will ever be the same. Chosen one, there is something about your presence that makes one uncomfortable. Even if you don't say a single word, it's not your voice that hurts, nor your appearance that threatens. It's the invisible energy you carry. That atmosphere that surrounds you bears intentions, reveals hearts, exposes what many would prefer to keep hidden. And that is precisely why so many have tried to trample you, ridicule you, or make you feel small. Not because you are weak, but because your very existence acts as a mirror that reflects the truth of those around you. When someone mocks you, what they're really showing is envy deep down. They crave that calmness you possess, that strength that isn't boasted but is felt, that resilience that reminds them how fragile they are. Every mocking laugh is a cry disguised as frustration, because they see in you something they can't imitate or compare. What they don't understand, they ridicule, and what they can't match, they try to destroy. And when someone belittles you, calling you insignificant, or treating you as if you were expendable, what they're truly displaying is their pride. a pride that needs to belittle others to inflate themselves, a pride that can't bear to acknowledge that someone seemingly simple carries a greatness they'll never achieve. Because your value isn't in the noise, or the titles, or the external applause. Your value is in what you carry within, what cannot be measured with human eyes. But look closely. There is a small group, a rare remnant, who do manage to recognize you. They are those who, even without fully understanding why, feel respect in your presence. They don't mock you, they don't belittle you, they don't try to overshadow you. On the contrary, they bow in humility because they perceive what others don't, that your silence is a sign of divine choice, that your calm is not weakness, but preparation, that your life is different, marked for something greater, chosen one. This pattern has been repeated since ancient times. The great men and women of history were always underestimated in their beginnings. David was seen as an unimportant shepherd boy until he brought down giants. Joseph was sold into slavery by his own brothers until he ruled over them in Egypt. Jesus himself was despised in his homeland, called the carpenter's son, until the whole world bowed to his name. The same is true of you. Underestimation is not proof of your smallness. It is a sign of your future greatness. What the world doesn't understand is that your life is a test for them. Every time someone looks down on you, the universe watches their reaction. Will they be able to recognize value in simplicity? Can they see diamonds in the ground before they sparkle? Many fail that test because they are blinded by pride and superficiality. But you are not the one being tested. They are. You are the mirror that reflects what is truly in their hearts. And although it hurts to be underestimated, remember, every word of contempt you receive is a record that heaven records. No mockery goes unpunished. No injustice goes unnoticed. The same people who laugh at you today will have to bow their heads when life reveals what was always hidden inside you. And the most shocking thing is this: you won't have to scream. You won't have to seek revenge. You won't have to prove anything. Your victory will be silent, inevitable, and their shame will be public. Chosen one, understand well. It is not you who lose when they underestimate you. They lose because they miss the opportunity to recognize someone marked by the eternal. They lose because they reveal the poverty of their interior. They lose because their blindness condemns them to not see what was before their eyes. And here's the mystery I want to leave you with today. The more they mock you, the louder the echo of your victory will be. The more they despise you, the greater the surprise when your purpose manifests itself. Today's rejection is evidence that your tomorrow will be glorious. So don't despair. Don't try to convince anyone. Don't stoop to the level of those who can't see you, because the moment will come when what is hidden will be revealed. And on that day, their laughter will freeze in their throats. Their words will turn to ash, and their eyes will be paralyzed when they see that the one they called weak was in fact the chosen one. Can you feel it? That invisible justice is already moving. That revelation is coming. And when it happens, the world that underestimated you won't know how to explain it. But you'll know it was part of the plan all along. Chosen one, there comes a time in life when what is hidden can no longer remain hidden, just as a buried seed cannot help but transform into a tree, just as a dammed-up river cannot help but overflow when the pressure becomes too much. Your essence, after so long in silence, is destined to burst forth with a force impossible to ignore. What seemed invisible will begin to shine. What seemed dull will reveal fire, and what everyone thought was weakness will rise as a testament to power. Your patience has been like a bow stretched, taut in the hands of fate. The more you stretch it, the greater the impact of the arrow when it is finally released. For years, you endured trials that seemed endless. You endured words that hurt you. You went through nights when all you had was the hope that something greater would come. And although many didn't understand why you remained silent, that waiting was not lost. It was a gathering of strength, a concentration of energy, divine preparation. The hidden warrior doesn't need noise to announce his arrival. He doesn't appear with vengeance or empty speeches. His entrance is different. It's inevitable. It's evident. It's an earthquake that shakes the ground beneath the feet of those who ignored him. And the most impressive thing is that your victory will not be proclaimed by your lips, but by your very life. Your steps will speak louder than your words. Your transformation will be more convincing than any explanation. Every door that opens, every chain that is broken, every achievement reached will be the answer to the doubts that were cast against you. Chosen one, the world has tried to box you into a small place, convince you you weren't enough, reduce you to the shadow of others. But what they didn't know is that the universe was silently training you. Your calm was your battlefield. Your tears were your training. Your defeats, what they called recoil, was really the bow being drawn, preparing for a shot so accurate no one could stop it. Chosen one, this message ends here. Come back tomorrow for another message.